morning. I'm not in the Allroad today. I'm in the B5. We got a bunch of parts in the back, and we're headed to Home Depot because I somehow lost my service business or bolts somewhere in the shop. Today we're doing a job that I'm not sure needs to be done. If you follow me on Instagram, or I think I posted on YouTube as well, I posted the cam phase adjustment, I believe is what it's called, for my 2OT, and it was at like -5.5, around -8, the motor fails. So I was talking to Duck about it. If you guys don't know Duck, we go drag racing together. He has an SQ5. He actually just bought my father's old A6, so he'll have that as well. He was like, I have the special tools for it, and I've done it before. Just grab the parts. So it's like $300-ish in parts, which I don't know if I needed to put into the car. If you guys don't know the time frame, my plan is to spend about the next month or so pulling the motor on this car, doing the clutch, doing all the mounts. I'm going to pull the dash. I'm going to do finally the heater core so I can have some heat once winter's over, basically. And then maybe figure out the AC system as well. And then I'm jumping into the Allroad, and that 2OT is coming out of it. Like out, like not going back in. So do I need to do the timing chain for another month? Probably not. But I want to make some content with the car, like, you know, 0 to 60, that kind of stuff. And I really just don't, I haven't even brought it anywhere close to redline because I'm worried about that timing chain. So for peace of mind, 300-ish bucks for a month. The more I say it out loud, the dumber it sounds. But today we're on our way to Home Depot, changing the timing chain on the Allroad. We'll see what else we get into. Amazingly, I went to Home Depot. They had these bolts. Ideally, you want a 120 millimeter one. I got a 100 millimeter. The extra 20 millimeter, not gonna make a huge difference. We got the extended bolts in there. Obviously, that allows you to pull this out. And I got a custom mechanic in the house today. Yes, he's got his intro music on. He's ready to go. All right, I gotta turn your intro music off so I don't get a copyright strike.
Timing chain tensioner, something light, simple.
Light and simple.
Light and simple. If you've done
that is not light and simple. Oh, now the camera comes out.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
So how we looking in here? Nice.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
All right, show the people the crank pulley. Let them see it. No, don't show. That's rusty. Don't. Never mind. We're trying to get this guy loose, which is reverse threads. And if I hold this back, watch what the chain does. See, it starts skipping. That's why it needs a chain. Like, that should not be able to do that. The tensioner. You said the tensioner is still tight.
All right, I think the tensioner is all the way out. Looks pretty extended.
So the chain tensioner is tight. This is why these motors fail.
It was on his way out.
Because if this guy skips while this guy's not skipping, it's game over.
It's done.
So the piston's hitting a valve, and that's that.
Yep, you borrowed time.
Wow, I'm glad we did this then. You know, at the beginning of the video, I said I don't know if I want to do this.
What was your degree on the cams?
-5.5.
They say to change them at 4.
I was gonna say change them at 4. You're guaranteed at 8.
Yeah.
So
you're guaranteed to jump at 8. You were there.
Someone said they were in my comments the other day. Said they were -11. I was like, they might be looking at the wrong metric or something like that, because I think that motor is blowing up tomorrow.
He has no motor.
So this usually has mesh over it. Duck pulls out. He goes, "Your mesh is missing," and then he looked closer. The mesh is still there. It's not gonna focus, of course. And again, as Duck was saying, you know how Audis and mesh filters do. They end up clogging, and then you have oil issues. So that will not be going back in. We're deep in this thing. I mean, we got stuff off of here that I don't think I've ever seen off before. Look at that. So we're in this motor. We're in there. Ducky's arm deep inside of my car. Come on, bro. Surgical hands ready to go. Chain coming off. Get that thing out of there, bro. Now put it around your neck. Do not do that.
Chain.
That'll be greasy. We'll clean that up with some brake clean. You can take that home, okay?
Yeah, I'm putting this one on my wall.
So we got both timing chains on a screwdriver. This the old one. That's a new one. Look at the difference in length on the old one. I mean, you can visually see it. That's how stretched it is. And obviously, that doesn't seem like much, right? But this is like a tightly tolerance thing, like very tight tolerance thing.
Yep.
Look at how fine the teeth are in there. Like, there's not that much, yeah. So that's why timing chains stretch and fail. Thanks for being the model, Duck.
You're welcome.
So we have the top two timed. These are on their marks that they need to be on. The bottom one, microphone muted. Yeah, I know it's muted. The bottom one we can't see. So Duck was sticking his phone down there and taking pictures, but we have two phones, so using the rich man's boroscope here. It might be one tooth off.
Oh, smooth.
What's that loud banging? No.
So I'm gonna go from here to here. Just make a V.
Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We'll call it.
Yeah, that's good. That's tight. That's tight.
Woo!
Nice work.
Tight as a tiger.
We're going for our first start. You put oil in it, right?
I think.
We put the Liqui Moly oil saver in it, so I'm excited to see what that does.
Nervous.
Oh baby. Oh. That was weird.
You were spot on with the booth.
It sounds like a vacuum leak. Yeah, it has a minor vacuum leak here. Oh, here's one. Hang on.
Oh,
here's the other one. That's my bad. We were so focused on timing stuff. I undid the intercooler stuff. Duck did not, so that's on me. I don't usually film first starts because I'm like worried that I'm gonna jinx something. Look, I filmed the first start. It's jinxed.
Oh man.
All right, please start this time. Oh, baby. We're back like we never left, dude.
Baby.
Listen to that. All right, timing chain install went mint. Everything's looking great. Like 6 days after that, I pull the car into the garage, or I pull the car out of the garage, I go to walk into the garage, there's oil on the ground. Cleaned up everything. I thought it was the lower timing cover that would be leaking because that's generally what leaks on these cars. That is dry as a bone. It helps that we put every bolt back in. After a lot of troubleshooting last night, I think it's the oil pan itself that's leaking. It's leaking from the drain plug. Like I said, the car was at Valvoline before, and every time I've been under there, I've noticed a little drip underneath the oil pan, but I figured that was kind of just normal. Anyway, moral of the story, the drain plug is leaking. So I went to the store today, I got some JB Quick Weld, I got a new crush washer. We're gonna see what happens. All right, I believe I figured out the issue. Don't mind this. This was me last night trying to seal it up. Right in here. Can you hear that? There's a big old divot. Powan's theory is that the crush washer was stuck on here and someone used a flathead and missed and dented it in. So obviously if you put the crush washer flat on that, oil's gonna come out the side and then down. So I guess I'm using some sealant with the new crush washer tonight. From here, I tackled replacing the right rear door handle lock touch sensor, whatever the professional name is for it. You can get them off of eBay for 10 bucks. They go right inside the door handle. It's really actually pretty straightforward, but I couldn't get the door handle off. So big shout out to the homies at Mike's Auto Body for helping me out getting the door handle off. And, well, here's my reaction to the door touch handle finally working. I just had to clear the codes on the drive home.
Yes. Let's go.
I may be a little bit crazy because it's going to snow in 2 days, but a guy can only go so long seeing stuff like this. That is driving me insane. Here's why you don't just go to the touch car wash. Look. Got all stuff coming out of there. So I'm spraying the power washer up in here, and this is what's coming out. Every crack has stuff like that in it. So we're clean. I put down the iron remover. There is so much, I mean, look at that. That is a whole drip of it coming down there. All over the car. The back is gonna be, yeah, it's like a different color of white. It's all purple. And then while the doors are de-ironing, since I have to rinse again anyway, I'll come in here and get this all degrossified. I don't even care if I get it inside the car right now. I mean, look at that. That is just embarrassing. If someone goes to get in your car and your door sills look like this, I don't know. I wouldn't get in someone's car if their door sills looked like that. Is it just me or do they drive better when they're clean? This car has obviously not been hand washed in a long time, if ever. I think she was the touchless or touch wash queen based off of the swirls in the paint. So it's nice to get all that gunk out. Nice to get the door thing working, and man, it is a nice, relaxing peace of mind when your timing chain is changed and your car is no longer leaking oil. I put some sealant around the drain plug and, you know, spluted it right on, and the car has not leaked a drop of oil since then. And it actually hasn't consumed any oil since we did the timing chain either. So I'm wondering if the oil consumption that I thought I saw was actually the oil just leaking out of the drain plug. Because it was leaking before, it was wet under there, but I just never really thought anything of it. Anyway, I am very excited that the Allroad is coming together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next video will be us taking apart the B5. Go out there and spread some positivity. Let me know what you think of the Allroad for 253,000 miles. She cleans up all right, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.